So, hey guys, Chaucer here, and yeah, now I'm going to talk about Straw Hat 56 batch that has just released on JP. I didn't want to make a video before today because the new mechanic they have added with this batch, which is the ability to increase the damage output of buffs. Like, we were not sure if this was something new or if this was the plus mechanic that some characters has had, like Soba, for example. Like, if you use his special once, you get a certain buff. If you use his special a second time on the same stage, you get an enhanced buff, like a plus mechanic. So yeah, I assumed it was the plus mechanic here as well. And yes, we got that confirmed today. So, but yeah, the new thing is that you can enhance other buffs. So yeah, we can talk about that a bit later. I'm not going to talk a lot about the rare recruits, but I can say that these rare recruits are basically normal rare recruits, but they will be just for the treasure map, and apparently they will rerun. So that's very nice. So personally, I will probably not pull on this Sugo since, yeah, if this is a special case and future treasure maps will have the standard very limited run where like you have rare recruits that only run once and never rerun again. Like, why should I pull for these if I can pull for them on every treasure map Sugo in the future? So yeah, it's a bit like that. But yeah, I'm happy with the batch. Like, the theme is whatever for me. Like, it's a good theme for a treasure map, I feel. They might even extend it to the Kisna for the remaining Straw Hats. But yeah, it's cool. Another cool thing with this batch is that it focuses on 4-turn buffs. That's a very new thing. I can't remember it being done. Like, we have some very old special that are like 5 turns, but pretty low buffs just for one class. These are a lot better than that. And yeah, the rare crits have pretty good support too. This Nami is the exception. Like, it's not a bad support. It's just a bit whatever. It's a bit like the Kisna rare recruit Nami, where she can reduce 2 turns of special bind and special rewind. But yeah, this Nami can only be put on Chopper and Robin. 4 turn of Shylock special, delay, remove special bind. Yeah, pretty cool. All of this Straw has also has the Sailor to when you use a special, or when a free spirit unit uses a special, you get -1 CD. So of course, when all of them have it, you can just speed up the team a lot with using specials. So yeah, I think it's very good that they did that. It's one of the best sailors in general. Nami has great art too. The Chopper too, even if the sprite kind of sucks. Chopper support, very cool. Can put on Luffy, Usopp if you get burn, or it should be burn or paralysis when I read it. I need to double check, but I am pretty sure it said burn or paralysis. But yeah, even if it's just burn, like being able to remove 2 turns, very cool, both for Luffy and Usopp. Nice new utility support there. Chopper special is pretty cool, since he changes to recovery. And recovery orb manip is super valuable, still pretty rare, and he can change both adjacent and block. So that's a very consistent form of orb manip, as well as removing some paralysis and burn and giving 4 turns of color affinity for Sai. Yeah, very cool special indeed. Luffy is also very cool. He also has the new mechanic where if you have a chain lock active and use a special, you make the chain lock plus 0.2 times higher. So if you had a 3.5 times chain lock, it becomes a 3.7 times chain lock. Very cool. He also has great sailors, the same sailors before, with free spirit reduction for CD. And he also makes strength beneficial, and the support is just broken. This is one of the will be a very important support unit in future. Can be put on Sora and Sanji, and when they use a special that gives ore boost, You also get a 2.75 times chain lock, and like I just went through the Sora and Sunny units that does ore boost, and it's just ridiculous. We're talking like at least like 10 good units of each that can do ore boost, and now they can also chain lock. It's just ridiculous. Like chain lock supports in general are one of the most valuable, and now we have a ton of new units who can do that. So yeah, only this Luffy will be very good in the future. And yeah, even as his special, like even if you don't have a chain lock, he gives one anyway, and also has some utility. So yeah, it's a decent special as well. Cool unit. But let's get on to the main thing here, which is the new Legend Sanji. I think I'll just call him Germa 56 Sanji, since that's the name of this batch. And yeah, he's a cool take on speedrun captain. Like if we check his limit break abilities, he has the new I always call it perfect lock, but it's not a good name, since it can be a great lock, it can be a good lock, but it's basically the unmovable lock. Like you can't remove it. Until now you can only remove it by fulfilling the condition or using the We to Marco special, but now Sanji will automatically remove turns of it, but only for himself. And honestly, in many cases, this is a bad limit break ability, because most of the time you can abuse this lock to keep a good orb for many stages. So, and it becomes even more useless, like when you think about how rare this is, and you only affects one. Like, how useful is it for one single unit, or two if we do like double Germa 56 Sanji captain? Only them to remove the perfect lock. Like, there will be some niche cases when that is nice, but I'm not sold on this. Like, in my opinion, it should have been for the whole team, but it is what it is. Otherwise, I think this is a cool idea, really. Like, if you check the captain, he boosts both Sai and 2 classes. I'm really happy about this trend. Like, before it was like, for super type captains, it was like 1 color, high buff, the rest is a very low buff. Now it's 1 color and 2 classes, for example, or 2 colors and 1 class. So you have a lot of options with team building. He also has some bulk with 1.3 times HP, -2 CD at the start of the fight for Sai Fight and Free Spirit, and he triggers his special at the start of the run, and we're going to check how that looks later. We'll just look through all the kit first. But it's a very solid speedrun kit, for sure. And the special is really cool, like it does a lot of stuff. So when you use his special for 4 turns, you increase the appearance rate of matching orbs by a lot. So I think this is like Von Lucci, because Von Lucci also says that it is by a large amount, basically. And if you ever used Von Lucci, you probably haven't, but the matching orb rate is very, very high. Like, it's not guaranteed, but you'd expect 5 out of 6 units on the team on every turn to get the matching orb, and that's obviously very good. He also does 4 turns of healing. It's very low, so I'm not really sure why they put it in, but like, sure, some extra healing, but like it will be a very low healing. For 4 turns, you also boost the orb boost for Sai Fight and Free Spirit by 2 times. But if you've already done an orb boost, instead it becomes a 4 turns attack boost for Sai Fight and Free Spirit. So that's very cool. I really love these specials where the buff you get depends on what you need. They are very cool specials. It just opens up a lot of possibilities. Like, even if you use this Sanji as a sub, like on 1 turn you might want the ore boost. Later in the run you might want an attack boost, and Sanji can do both, and it's just very cool. We're going to talk about the super type condition too, but let's talk about the support first. And the support is very, very good. It's the same as We 4 Law and We 3 Sorrow, but this is for Sai, obviously. So when the supported character uses a special that does damage or HP cut, you get a 1.75 times ore boost for side characters, and obviously this special is super valuable. Sailor's also cool. He has the all colors will be treated as beneficial. Like, usually I don't think these are the best sailors, but when you treat all orbs as beneficial, all color orbs as beneficial, especially when you are a unit that has a class where you can run a ship like Sunisha or Oriaxon, which Sanji does. Like, Sanji is very good with Oriaxon. You basically are guaranteed a matching orb on him every turn, all the time. So you can build that and get around certain stages by just relying on having one hard-hitting unit. I know that for a fact since I've been using Germa like that when I put them on teams in like River 2 and such. So I'm a fan of that particular sailor. And of course he also has the -1 CD to himself when Free Spirit uses a special. Those are amazing. I wished it was more than just Free Spirit, but can't complain honestly. Like, Free Spirit, one of the best classes. It will be easy to build a Free Spirit focus team with this Sanji. But yeah, let's look at the super type now, and you need to use one of the pre-time skip straw hats. So yeah, Jinbei isn't counted, but all the other straw hats go to the super type condition. And when you use it, you add plus 0.3 to any orb and attack boost you have, and make side character super type. So honestly, yeah, that's very cool, obviously, since yeah, if you use, say, I think we can go to the pictures, paired some pictures. Like, as you see here, this is turn 1 against an arena. I took these pictures from a team that Snapkin, a Japanese YouTuber, did against the Arena Mihawk on JP now. Very cool team, by the way. And yeah, this is stage 1. As you see with the buffs, we've activated both the Sanji turn 1, so we get a 4-turn attack boost and ore boost. They are 2 times buffs each. So if we used one of the Sanji super types here, the attack boost will change to a 2.3 times attack boost, and the ore boost will be a 2.3 times ore boost. So yeah, that's obviously very cool. And yeah, like, if you use a unit like Roger, obviously, that 3 times attack boost for Roger can become a 3.3 times attack boost. So it's a very cool super type. And like for arenas as well, like, it's very cool for speedrunning, since when you get this 4-turn attack boost and ore boost, if you just burst right away to stage 3, you will keep these buffs for stage 3. So yeah, it's just about being able to build, so you have the CD to work. But yeah, it's very cool, since then you can get to stage 4, and obviously you can use both Sanji again to get the attack boost and ore boost. So yeah, it's a very cool idea for a speedrun cap, I'd say. I have one more pick here to show how the buff works. Like, as you see here on the attack boost and ore boost, there's the plus mechanic. And the thing to note with the plus mechanic is you can't just keep adding pluses. Like, you can add 1 plus, that's it. I confirmed it in this with that Snapkin made too, because as you see here, the ore boost is 2 turns. So he used one Sanji stage 4 and the other stage 5. And when he used the Sanji super type stage 5, it did not increase, it didn't do anything for the ore boost, since it already had a plus. But the attack boost also got a plus. So yeah, just good to get that confirmed. So yeah, basically, if you do a team like where you use double Sanji, you use their special on stage 4, both of them, then you'd use one super type Sanji on stage 1 to carry that, to increase the attack and ore boost on the stage 3, and then on stage 4 you use the other Sanji to make the attack and ore boost 2.3 times. So yeah, it's a cool idea for a super type for sure. And yeah, I haven't talked about it, but obviously this Sanji is a treasure map legend. Sadly, it doesn't sound like that means anything special. Like, we know he's a high point booster for this treasure map. We don't know how it is in the future. I'd love if he double drops in treasure map, but doesn't appear to be like that. Huge missed opportunity in my opinion. But yeah, like, I know I'll get him someday and I look forward to it. So I think it's a cool design legend, not anything you need, but cool use as speedrun captain, cool use as sub, amazing support, definitely worth owning. So yeah, I think that's all I have to say about this Sanji. I'm happy we get treasure map legends at least, even if I feel the implementation leaves a lot to be desired. But yeah, thanks for listening guys. See you next time.